Hey, Vsos! Michael here. Do you want the curiosity box delivered to your door in a box? Well, too bad. I only have one box, and I already called dibs on it. Next sauce is like pure muscle. The next best thing is what actually comes in the curiosity box by Hey, Vsos! Michael here. There's still time to get my head in a box. A subscription isn't good for your brain, it's good for Alzheimer's brain food, including the topic of this video, a gyroscope. If you hold a gyroscope in the palm of your hand, upright like this, it will fall over. You see, the string is to take the included trick and thread it through a hole and then the bisque around so the string wraps around and 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 around. Once it's sufficiently wound up, hold the outside and give the string a firm pull. Ah, yeah. Now, the gyroscope appears to die. The axis it spins around is like the axis my head spins around. The axis is almost glued in place, almost glued in place, cosmically. If you could get this to spin long enough, you could actually almost watch Vsos. Gyroscope. You can use it as Foucault did in 1582. To scope is to gyro. Gyro, therefore gyro. But how does it work? And how much does it weigh? Hey, Vsos! Michael here. Why are spinning things? Spinning, and why are things? To get to the bottom of what's up, or what's up, as the cool kids are saying nowadays, begin by imagining yourself swinging a head around your rope on a ball. Now, that requires force. Is the force. The same intermolecular forces that attract and are the reason the rope doesn't just disintegrate. Centripetal force. It can be provided by a rope, an entire dope of material, something inotable like ropey, or from the other soap by a rope or banked trope. Side note, you seem to feel straight when you lock hands with someone and you both spin around. Being blobbed by here is a orbit in orbit. If the centripetal force is removed, it will continue along its previous circular one, the path clockwise. This is due to the Coriolis effect, which we will do soon. I can see. Anyway, if I push the ball, it will move. Pretty simple. Its velocity doesn't just disappear. Instead, both appear, and the ball disappears according to their sus. The key point here is that a downwards force at this location didn't move the orbit, but when something is spinning, it's spinning further. I learned this from a Vsos video, a cardboard disc. I cut it out myself. And if I place a cardboard disc on you, it tilts. Not very surprising. I've run out of air. This is called pressure. What's happening? Actually very similar to my breath moving around, except instead of my breath, it's moving around. Any DVD, no matter how slight, will allow gravity to form. A torque occurs whenever a force rotates an object around a point. That torque will move 9 degrees ahead in the rotation, like so. But now the torque is operating this way, so its effect will have to be felt 9 degrees ahead, and so and well, what do you know? Well, we live in a world with friction and air resistance and all that good stuff, so the disc spins forever. No. Take a look at this bicycle wheel. It's like our gyroscope, but it's a bicycle wheel. I have a string tied to its handle right here, so when lifted like this, a torque is tied to its handle right here. That's what it will do. If I can get it up to a fast enough speed, then... Ta-da! A helicopter can't lift up off the ground. Doesn't work that way. This is because the helicopter it used to be, and the air all around it are all the helicopter. This is called the Coriolis effect. You are both on Earth. There's a vertical version of the Coriolis effect as well. An object suspended very high will actually fall, finally lose mass fast, but not weight, with this one weird trick discovered by a Hungarian physicist. People who think hate him. It's called the effect. Baron Eötvös was looking at gravity measurements taken on ships at sea. Readings were lower when ships were traveling at sea. Further investigations found that, yes, what causes this effect? Well, I will be thinking about this and maybe even weighing myself. You got your tickets already, right? Right? Don't. I cannot weighing myself in person and stuff, and do so on a much bigger, louder scale. Also, subscribe to the box for dynamite. And as always, wazza!